Yeah, some of them are $5,000-$10,000. Why do you pay $100,000 for some of those watches? It's the so, but I mean they ain't investments.
A liquor, you're gonna drink it.
It's gonna be on the shelf if I pay that much for it.
Yeah.
You see the people paying $1,500 for the Weller, that green label, because it's just because there's no supply of it. Like those liquor stores charging a crazy amount and getting
For what?
the Wellers, like the green label.
Yeah.
Makes no.
Well, I mean, I think it's the best tasting bourbon out there. So people will pay more for a brand.
Yeah.
What's your favorite coffee?
I like Starbucks.
Yeah, because it's branded. But is it that much better than other coffee?
Nope.
Could you make
People
a better
pay
burger
more.
than McDonald's?
People pay more for what's like. There's a reason why you need to become the most known. People prefer the most known over the best, and that's an argument a lot of people don't understand, but it is the truth. Do you think the best product wins or the most known product?
Most known wins everything.
The most. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for getting on here. Before we get started, we're going to go to 60 seconds of gratitude. It looks like 7 people. No. KK. Almost gave you credit. I got to go upside that head because you can't get that credit for it. Joshua, 76 phone calls yesterday. Congratulations. Hayden, 80 phone calls yesterday. Lorima, 50 phone calls. Lorima, are you doing Cardone training, Robbie T, and making these phone calls?
Yes.
Damn, you are like filling that mind full of information. I like it. KK, 2 appointments, but she made 6 phone calls. Naroji, no calls. Mr. Noah, my cousin, Davidson, 51 phone calls. Gracie, 62 phone calls. And, sometimes Drew, he's up there, but sometimes he just sucks. 3. Where is Drew? Does anybody know where he is? Drew, where are you? What up, Dale Jr.? How are you? Drew is on here. Hello. Man, why ain't Drew here today? Drew's very inconsistent. What does that tell us about Drew's future? If he's inconsistent today, what is he going to battle one day? Well, the inconsistent actions will produce inconsistent results. Do you understand that?
Baby calf's gonna stun his growth.
Baby calf ain't going to grow up and be a cow. He's going to be a baby calf. Just got done showing a house, closing deals. Do y'all believe him? Do you believe him?
I believe him.
Man, y'all always cover. Always cover. Okay. Dale Jr., I want to know writing offers. Okay, he'll shut me up if he shows me the paper. If he shows the ink, he'll shut me up. Dale Jr., how is Key West? Dale Jr. was a guy that used to live up in Ashland City, sold his little, what is it called when you work on cars, garage or whatever, moved down to Miami, then moved somewhere else, and now he's at Key West. Kind of life is that? And I think he said he's going to live in Key West one day. Now he's down there. The power of visualizing something. I never told y'all this, but one time I walked into Ronnie's house when he was building. I'm like, man, I want this house one day. And guess what?
You got it.
It's mine.
Crazy how things work out.
Well, it happened. I mean, I don't know. Hey, one day, maybe it'll be the banks one day. Who knows? Hey, does watching Josh's commitment inspire you guys?
Yes.
Getting around people, does it influence you to do more?
Yes.
Whenever you observe somebody, thoughts become things, says Dale Jr. Josh, what are the thoughts that you're trying to turn into something one day? Why are you doing all this stuff? Why are you becoming strong?
One day I want to be rich.
Is that why you're lifting weights?
I believe it's a translation.
The way you do one thing is the way you do everything? So tell me what it is. Come on up here, Josh. Sit right here on the corner.
Yes. Grab you a chair.
Just sit up there, Josh. I don't want you by me, but just sit right here. Don't get right here on the camera. Get up here. Come on, right here. What is he blocking, Van?
He ain't even in the camera.
All right.
Get up there close to him.
All right. Keep coming. Keep coming.
What about now? Knee to knee.
Is he like right in front of the camera? I like it. Right over the good time. He's going to knock out good. So today we're talking to Josh, 20 years old. What are most of the 20-year-olds out there doing with their life right now, Fejo?
Sleeping.
Going to college.
Going to college.
Yeah.
What was your plan 3 years ago?
To go to college and play baseball.
Yeah, what happened?
I didn't go to college and play baseball. I got injured.
Okay. So, tell me, I want to know when did this switch happen? Because Fejo was a guy. He came in, he tricked me. Said he was a grown man. He's in high school. He came in. Well, we liked him when he first got here. He had a great attitude. I mean, it's a great attitude. Whatever we needed, and he was always on top of things. Impressed us. Then his attitude went down, didn't it, Van? We had a shitty Josh for a little while. What happened to you?
I got discouraged. My commitment slipped.
Yeah, so his attitude went down, and he was getting defensive Josh. I've seen all of them, angry Josh. Then something happened, Fejo. What happened for you to commit to your future self?
I just kind of saw myself and where I was headed.
Where were you headed?
I wasn't
Where
pleased.
were you headed?
I wasn't pleased. I was headed to, being
Carpets.
9-to-5 job, not, making much money. Like, I wasn't living the life that I wanted to.
Well, you were 19, though.
Yeah. But, it don't matter.
But see, too, that's a good point. A lot of the people that are watching this, they worry about what they're doing today. They got to get clear on what you're doing today impacts what you're going to want to do one day. You don't just wake up and say, "I'm here. Let's roll." So you've got to build that future today. How many of you are doing that? Because I believe Fejo is doing it. So tell me some commitments. Tell me some always that you have with yourself, Fejo.
I'll just start off my day. I always wake up 4:30. I always go to the gym. I always eat breakfast, a big breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I always listen to the Warning Ground, always role play, always train. Always make 75 phone calls. My goal is to talk to 10 people, but I don't always.
Can you do more? Can Fejo do more?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, it's easy to say he can do more when you ain't doing it. But seeing Josh, you see he could do more, couldn't he? He could be calling, he could be texting right now, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ignoring you.
He could be doing all that. So whenever you look at him and then you're looking at yourself, do you see a gap? What do you see? Tell me what you see over there, Hayden.
I see a commitment gap.
Do you?
Yeah. From myself to Josh.
Okay, so the same analogy you ever heard whenever you go play golf with a good player, it makes you play better.
Yeah.
If you go play with me, it makes you suck. See, you're getting to play with a guy that's working on his craft to become a good player. What do you see when you see this man? Do you see a gap in yourself, or do you see where?
No, I see a gap in myself.
What's the gap?
I see me be able to do exactly what he's doing, if not more committed. So it really, it motivates me, really, 100%.
What do you see, Gracie? Or do you see an idiot?
No,
Tell us the truth. What do you see?
I can handle it, don't worry.
No, he's goofy for sure, but I see a gap in myself as far as he gets up early every morning, and I struggle with that sometimes. So.
Why do you struggle getting up so early? What time is early for you? 5 o'clock?
Well, I was getting up at 5.
What time are you getting up now?
About 6.
What time did you get up this morning, Shaggy?
I got up about 6:45.
What time did you get up for real? What time did you get out of bed? What time did you get out of
I got
bed?
out of bed about 7:15.
Why do you lay in the bed for 30 minutes?
Well, it's
No
no
hard
excuse. I wanted to lay there, but I had Sebastian this morning, so that's a little time me and him have in the morning.
Yeah, but I think you probably lay in the bed every day.
No, if I'm usually I'm like asleep if I'm in the bed if he's not there.
Do you need sleep?
No.
What do you
A
need?
little bit.
What do you really need? You probably get
Get
enough
the hell
sleep.
out of bed.
You know, Larima, do you see a deficiency, a gap between you and Fejo's commitment? I see you as a committed person. Whenever I see Larima, I see somebody, she's in there training. She's in there taking her notes. She's in there focused. She's a get shit done girl. That's her new name. Do you see a commitment gap between you and Little Red up here?
I can't get up in the morning
Why not?
because I
Drinking all night?
going to bed
Ah.
late,
just from trying to finish up everything else.
What time did you go to bed last night?
Probably close to midnight.
Damn.
It's like that every day.
Where's that bottle? Is it fixed yet?
I didn't.
Mm. So, do you see a commitment gap? What do you see? What's the difference between you and him?
He gets up off the bed and.
Is that the only difference? Is that the only difference?
And works out. I sure as hell do not work.
What
out.
about the calling and all that stuff? Do you feel like?
I make my calls. I do my training.
Okay.
I watch the morning grind. The only thing is the getting up in the morning.
Gotcha.
and
That's where you feel like
working
you could
out.
be like the super Josh. There's super Josh and there's shitty Josh. Depends on the day. KK,
There's a gap.
what's the gap?
Josh never has an off day.
Oh, but he does.
He doesn't show it.
He does it anyway, though. He's off. He has off days, but he does it anyway. He doesn't allow his off day to stop his actions. Is the difference? Van, do you see a difference between you and Red?
Yeah.
What? What do you see?
I think his commitment to his body, his physical fitness is a big gap between he and I.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, now the next question I'm going to ask y'all, if you could bet where Josh is in 5, here's where the reputational brand is. If somebody had to guess what Josh's life will look like when he's 25 years old, where do you think it's going to be?
Wherever he wants to be.
I didn't ask that. I'm asking where you think it's going to be.
Well, if I was 20 years old and I had the commitments that Josh had, I'd be on 38 at 20.
Okay, where do you think Josh is going to be when he's 25?
On the beach.
You think he'll be on the beach?
Yep. Whenever he wants to be there, and then he'll still be working hard. Working.
Okay.
I like that.
He'll have some baby Joshes.
We'll come
Yeah,
around
that's
to
okay.
you.
Baby Josh.
We'll get back over that way. Where do you see baby 20-year-old Josh in 5 years?
I definitely see him having some people under him, just being a leader and doing his thing.
Now, why do you say that?
Just because of his commitment. I mean, I think if I was as committed to getting up and getting my day going like he was, I could probably
Where you
be a
going,
little bit more
Faye?
successful.
Thirst.
Good answer. Noah, where do you see this kid in 5 years? This is about Josh today.
I see Josh, definitely like Gracie said, having some people under him. Josh's niche will be handling phone calls, overcoming objections over the phone specifically, how to go about making phone calls. He'll definitely have a house, and he'll probably have a couple of rentals as well.
Good job. KK,
He'll have people under him. And he'll be helping others, like teaching and training. And then I think he'll be in the spot where he can kind of do whatever he wants. Like Hayden said, he'll be at the beach if he wants to and live in his
Lorema.
I can see a house for him where he's
Yep.
gonna have his own place.
Mhm.
He will have, I would say, about a couple people behind him, under him, and while he's gonna be out more on the field, he's gonna have his little Josh doing all the work for him.
Gotcha. Okay. Hayden, where do you see Josh in 5 years?
He'll be a little baby GTT.
Van, where do you see Josh in 5 years?
Married with a house, making about $150,000-$200,000 a year, and all the other things everybody said.
Carry on said depends on Josh. Well, what we're doing is we're predicting Josh's future based off what Josh has given us. I see Josh at 25 years old. Like Van said, he's going to be making about 150 grand. 25 years old, maybe 200 grand. I think he's like what you said, Noah. He might be instructing. He's going to be helping people. He's going to have this little skill on the phone. What would stop baby Josh from becoming that big version of Josh?
Slacking on
About
his
stop.
commitments.
Not talking to you, talking about you.
But yeah, stop and doing what he's doing.
Gracie,
Just kind of losing, not necessarily the commitment, because I think he's got a good grip on that.
but what if he lost that commitment?
Then he would slip.
Married to Zena with 5 kids, cleaning carpets, said Drew. Now now look, you struggled. Did you struggle saying what he was going to do? Did you get more clear when you heard other people? How did you become so clear on where he was going to be?
I mean, you can just kind of see it.
No, you can see it in you. Here's the voodoo. You're still cloudy. She went directly. She had a vision. Your vision ain't clear for you yet. This is voodoo I'm talking about. What you see in other people is what you see in yourself. You saw him partying on the beach. Everybody else saw money. He was the one that saw him on the beach. So I want to say I'm proud of you. I don't say it enough. I usually bitch at you or put you down in front of everybody. But today I was thinking about it because I see him in the gym. I see what he does here. The first thing I do when I get up every single morning is I'll look at like, hey, what did everybody do the day before? And since I told Josh, hey, we got to get 75 calls out of you, Josh has done that. But Josh has learned committing is the most important thing you're going to do to the life you want. Because right now, you're not those things that they're saying you're going to be in 5 years. You're not. You're committing before you get there. It's going to take the decision to get what you want and to see this through. And I really do think at 25 years old, you've got the opportunity to be so far ahead of everybody else that's 25 years old. The thing you got to do is to keep doing what you're doing. So, hey, we're proud of you. Even though Drew said you're going to have 5 kids, I don't think you'll have 5 kids. I see 2 kids.
1.
I see a little baby Russian walking around with a hat on, with the stiff legs. Everybody have a great weekend.